Who? Seriously, who are we? Are stones? Why does only that one have like a symbol on it? It's still our main character Yinchen Zhang. It's like, what the frick? This room looks like a century old. The man in the mirror is pale and thin, with a sickly face. Who is this? You look very good in the ancient style of long-haired men. Indistinct voices. Mr. Kai, rely on you entirely for the illness of my son. God, look at him. He's a con artist. Indistinct voices. Don't worry, I will pray to my lord. In this eternal courtyard, he will respond to us through dreams. I will leave here. Please remember to set everything up. Indistinct voices. Old master is just foreigner. Reliable. Indistinct voices. It is said that many high-ranking officials and wealthy people in the capital have received his help. Perhaps it is effective. Tuizhi is my only son. Now the medicines are not working on him, I assume. So I guess we're Tuizhi right now. Is it some weird reincarnation thing where we were Tuizhi and then we reincarnated as Yinchen Zhang? Oh god. Oh no. God. Not this. Hooray! We can finally add Time Traveler to our resume. It looks like I can push it open, but I can't touch the door with my hand. What's going on? Never mind, I guess we're not really a time traveler. What's this meteorite? It's just there. There's another one on the floor. What's up with this? Oh. There's a goblet. Things are just happening, aren't they? What? There's a specific order to this, apparently. Which, was I informed about this? I don't remember. It's been a while. It's just been a while. Now we click on this. Now we click on this. And now we just go, yep, that just happened. Tiles, the earth, the sword, the wind, candles, the fire, the cup, the water. Aren't these elements commonly used in alchemy? However, this array on the ground looks like a Taoist charm. Someone disguised the element of alchemy by borrowing the figure of Taoist. However, it seems that I can go out. Yep. It feels like I'm being watched. What could possibly be watching me from the window? I am an outsider in this human body. Something has been staring at me all the time. Be especially careful here. Starting with playing the skin? What? How do I leave? Am I missing something? Blood flowers are covering the entire sky, countless eyes gazing at me silently. The tree, the blood-flowering tree inside the research institute, even if it has been cut down, one can, I assume, see it from the windows. And there's a lot of people here. Ah! Ah! The young master is awake! What's going on? Tuizhi, are you cured? Yep. I must report to the old master. He gone. A noise. What? It comes again. Ah! No! Plague is coming. Disaster is coming. Okay. I can just walk through you. I feel like that was always a thing, and I'm just noticing it now. That Yinchen Bai, she really is not a good person. The master spent money to send her to school, but she came back to harm people. She must be the witch. Yinchen Bai. I heard the name. Bai. It seems that I am in the Bai's old house of 100 years ago. Can never talk to you ever again. How wonderful. This is how I like to talk to people. You talk to them once, just, walk around them, and then just never talk to them again. They'll never know what hit them. During this time, people on the streets are dying in groups or staying safe inside their homes. Young master, you are awake? I thought you were Mr. Chang. Am I doing okay? I'm confused. It said Dai Lu. I think that might be Big Boss. That's also a possibility, and it's just translated weirdly. I'm confused. The little hua. It's probably flower. Close the eyes and don't look. Cover the ears and don't listen. But where are my eyes? This seems like a you problem for standing in front of this pole. I don't know. Ooh. This guy has a very punchable face. This is coming from me, the person who likes looking at politician pictures and going, that guy's kind of punchable. Don't question my hobbies. Huh, what a wonder. Tuizhi has been cured. Is this a miracle? I'll write it down in the notes of Tang. The notes of Tang. Are you the author? You are confused. I'm your classmate. Ling Yu Mei. How dare you say you've forgotten me? Oh, I've forgotten. Damn it! Wait, is it possible? You have forgotten your past? I just woke up and did get a little confused. Can we have a chat? Okay. I'll be sure to tell you everything. Should we trust this man? He had a very punchable face in that cutscene. Hey, I'm collecting material for a note of Tang. I've done well in the past few days. Would you be interested in it? I wish I could save. I regret my choices. Talk about these notes. I have a great ambition to write a chronicle of my experiences in this chaotic world. Even if it cannot be passed down to future generations, at least it can allow me to express my sentiments. However, the act of writing is truly difficult, so difficult to persist. Get good. Up to now, only about 13 or 14 pages have been written, has already exhausted all ideas and left the language blunt. It's all your fault. If you're not dragging me out to fish, you're taking me to play mahjong. It's really annoying. You could always just say no. Are you one of those people who can't say no to anything? Talk about the witch Yinchen Bai. Witch story is a matter of opinion, but I have seen it with my own eyes. She went out in the middle of the night, rummaged dead through the streets, cut open the bodies with a knife, and took out the organs. So she's an organ harvester? That's not a witch. I secretly took a few glances at it. Regardless of whether the body is freshly deceased or has been left for a while, internal organs have mutated. It's not a state of decay, but instead displays a rainbow-like color and is covered in blisters, so disease. Talk about the plague of the blood tree. This tree is said to have been planted by the ancestors of the Tuizhi Bai family several hundred years ago. It was said that in previous years, the sacred tree only changed its leaves and did not bloom. However, now it's blossoming with red flowers, emitting a fragrant scent, and we'll never know what the rest of the sentence is. Have you heard of the witch Yinchen Bai? Since return, a disease has been spreading in this area, and people who get it are either crazy or dead. Talk about the Bai's old house. Once said that your ancestral home has a history of several hundred years. I didn't believe it at first. After all, Bai Jiang is just a small town and cannot be compared with Jiangzhou. Unexpectedly, you're not bragging. This mansion truly is amazing. Judging by the style of its porch and the decoration on its roof ridge, it should be an old structure for the Ming Dynasty. It truly embodies the scene of green tiles with moss greeting the dawn, and a small bridge over flowing water reflecting the White City. Or Bai City. You'll never know. It could be Bai. It could be white. The most precious thing is this flower tree that's been here for at least a few hundred years. It is extremely beautiful, with bright red flowers emitting a unique fragrance. Never did I expect that now. I roughly understand. Tuizhi, don't go out into the yard. It's dangerous. You went climbing the tree before, then fell down and into a coma. Where's the witch? Go to the front yard. There's a locked room. That's it. Thank you. Thanks for the page. Page 3? Just giving these to me? Huh? You keep giving these to me. What? Bro, what? I'll never know anything else. I'm just gonna assume it's about cadavers. Cause why the heck not? So, I'm assuming that she just has a bunch of, like, scalpels, and they're like, yikes, scalpels? This is spooky. I phase through you. How do you feel about this? Okay, that's enough playing around. What if I go back? Gotta double check. Double check. Is there anything here? Is there anything here? Is there anything here? No. He's still walking. No, don't chop me. I'm very obedient. Young master, I think the woman, i.e. What? Worked in the kitchen. She's hiding someone in a small room behind the kitchen. I'm so scared. Well, old masters throw me outside the house like little Xiang and little Yo. Last time. What happened to little Xiang and little Yo? They might infect the current plague. Don't tell the old master. Young master, yes. Young master, please, don't go around. Old master will beat me to death. I saw Liu. He used an axe, chopped his daughter. I assume this is all the information I'm getting from you. Young master, you've been to school in Jiangcheng. You're well informed. Let me ask you, is it true that the Western religion and worshipping their gods can lead to immortality? No, that's not really how immortality works. It's less immortality and more, well, you're dead now. Congrats. You have your afterlife exists. You're not really immortal. Technically, I guess it's the soul that's immortal, but it's less that you're immortal and more that your soul is. I think the foreign Taoist priest cured you of your illness. Why don't I follow Mr. Kai too? Old master's so kind to let us stay in the house. I'm so scared to go out. It's too scary out there. Old master, yes. Yo, young master, but don't go out of the house. The streets are too chaotic. What? My wife, that's true. Even said something about little Yan was the apple of eye and begged me to let her go. It was she who gave her life, not me. That girl infected the plague. How could I let her go? Ooh, you're the one who kind of chopped up your daughter, aren't you? I have feelings for my wife. I even let her into the Bai house for safety. But she wanted to die with the girl. It's none of my business. Don't stare at me like that, young master. I just want to live these days. Let's just not talk to you because you clearly have some screws loose. What is this object? Bizarre. You are not normal. The door is indeed locked. This old-fashioned lock would not be too complicated to construct. If there is a certain type-shaped metal bar, I could open it up. Yes, I need tools. Cool. Can we address this random object? Metal piece! A narrow metal pipe used to hold a rope for a watering bucket. Just for watering bucket. Yep. This makes sense. Seriously, I feel like this thing should be interactable. I don't know. Maybe. I thought I could walk here, but I guess not. We're just floating. What is my goal here? Will I know? I don't know. I don't know what my goal is. What is my goal? I don't get it. Ah. Young master, I feel a daze. This girl in blue has the same face as Sue. However, the feeling is quite different. Namely, that she is a grown woman and does not look like a child. Sue is so lively and cheerful, just like a deer in the forest. But this girl has a kind of gentle and quiet temperament. When I look at her, I feel peace. I look at her and I think to myself, man, she looks like she would go gathering herbs in the wilderness. Meanwhile, Sue, you know what? Cars. She's gonna get hit by cars whenever she goes walking on the highway. Him? Yinchen Bai? Who's got you locked up? My uncle. Your father said I was the one who drew the plague of the blood tree. The plague of the blood tree? You mean the epidemic? Many people believe that you brought the plague. Not me. How could I do this thing to the Bai family? An innocent people, Bai City. I don't know. Accident? By the way, she seems to be an orphan adopted by the head of the Bai family and went to study medicine to repay his kindness. I heard them talking that you checked the dead bodies on the streets, cut open the chest to look at internal organs. Scared a lot of people. That was a normal autopsy. I want to search for the cause of this epidemic from the corpses. However, the locals have no knowledge of Western medicine. Many choices. What are your thoughts on witches? Which, perhaps the people of Bai City, in their extreme panic, needed an outlet. There was a Salem witch hunt in the USA, hundreds of years ago. Also naming a bunch of wizards and witches as spreading maladies. Dozens of people were killed. Ask her about her thoughts of people's madness. Hysteria. Madness? Just collective delirium? Has the urgency with which the plague spread and sudden death caused the inhabitants of Bai City to fall into great fear. Under the grip of this fear, the people became terrified, emptied their minds, gave up thinking, and went into chaos. What is your research doing? How's your research doing? In Bai City, those who suffer from the plague usually went into madness, talked nonsense, and acted strangely, and then quickly vomited blood and died without black spots on their bodies. It should not be the same kind of disease as the plague in the north. So you mean it's not the Black Plague? Ask her about the condition of the bodies dissected. Yeah, weird things. The plague developed extremely rapidly, often collapsing and dying on the same day as soon as they were infected. Unfortunately, some of the abnormal organs I collected were discarded outside the courtyard by an old master. Your father, old master, was so kind to me. He raised me. He wouldn't believe I was some kind of witch. The current plague, the madness, the only son in the coma, with all the things going on, will old master still be so good? You think I'm a witch too? I believe in medicine and the light in the hearts, but what's happening in Bai City has gradually confused me. What did you see that confused you? This guy specifically, in the corner, axing his daughter, his only daughter. The crazy dying inhabitants, their symptoms, and the crazy talk about all sorts of ancient legends they shouldn't know about. Maybe what has truly shaken me is the people regarding me as a witch. Alas, studying medicine can't save the people. Whoa. Yes, just a casual remark. Oh, okay. This is the most emotion I've ever seen from these people. This reaction of Jing seems strange. There must be something odd. A fall into the pit? A gaining wit? There are 2 trees outside the wall. One is a jujube tree, another is also a jujube tree. What? Uncle? Are you... Sue? You're Sue's uncle. Why is your soul in the young master's body? I think he's a vegetative patient. How about you? I'm Yinchen Bai. What is happening? Huh? But I'm also Su Bai. He is confused. Yinchen Bai is Su Bai. Well, not that point. Have you ever had a double yolk egg? Yeah, I've seen one of those. Kinda weird. You mean there are 2 souls in this body now? Yes. We're both Jing and Su at the same time. And you're just fine with this? And who is the one talking to me now? I'm Yinchen Bai, but it's as if 2 people are talking inside my mind, and they can tell you Sue's will, or I can switch control of this body to her. Well, I know Sue can't be so calm. I won't stop Sue if she wants to beat you. What? Ha ha ha. So now you're Yinchen Bai. Okay. The roof. It looks so old. Huh? The room is small but very tidy, with a spotless green stone tile floor, a neatly arranged brown wooden table and chairs, and a pile of glass bottles. The glass bottles on the table contains what appears to be internal organs. Is this the room of a psychopathic killer? Who are you? Who? Person talking in my head. According to medical knowledge, those who hear sounds in their brains are said to have perceptual disorders. Could it be that I have developed a perceptual disorder because of the white family's affairs? Huh? Hey, what a perceptual disorder! Why are you talking inside my head? Wait, could it be that I have a split personality? Split personality? That's a very new word. However, it sounds like an apt description of the situation. It seems that even though I've developed a perceptual disorder, I'm still drunk on medicine. It's done. Shouldn't my split personality come out as a sports genius? Taking a step back, can't even an ordinary esports player do it? Why a medical student? She has preferences for split personalities. Esports? What is that? What does my perceptual disorder produce on her words? Well, it's... what year is it? The year of J-High. 80 calendar system. 80? 1899? Did I just time travel? What is time travel? If I had known at the time the Research Institute was abnormal, it would have been like last time when I saw my dad from more than 10 years ago and my dad from 20 years ago. But this time they are dressed a bit differently. Wait, miss, are you not my perceptual abnormality? I guess you're not my split personality either. After all, I can't learn medicine by splitting my personality, huh? Girl, you're talking in my head. Can we assume that your consciousness has penetrated into my body? Well, that seems to be the only explanation. It can also be considered a kind of avatar, right? You're talking about the movie? What is... Avatar? Stop, we can't finish talking like this. Well, young lady, what is your name? My name is Yinchen Bai. The Bai means white color. The Jing means Jing area. Wow, what a beautiful name. It's the name of a plant, isn't it? Indeed, it can also be used as medicine. So, well, my name is Subai. The Bai means white color. The Su means special. Or, in this case, specical. Subai. Could it be that you're a member of my own family? Well, I guess so. Maybe I have to call you Grandma. No, great Grandma. Huh. Could it be that you are from the future? Well, I'm from 100 years in the future. Wow, can you enlighten me on how medicine in our country will be after 100 years? Will the people live in peace? No. Will the pandemic that has puzzled countless people today still exist? Ironic. Suddenly, a violent knock on the door interrupted Jingbai's words. Who's there? Girl, you should not make a sound first. Who is it that comes? Could it be a little uncle, right? Hello, Miss Bai. It's some guy with a punchable face. You are that classmate of the young master? Exactly. I have heard that the lady in Jiangcheng is a medical student. I have come to borrow some medical books, because I have been in a coma and cannot wake up. What? Do you mean your friend can't wake up from a coma? And not you? You look perfectly fine to me. This teenager in student clothes glanced at the glass bottle on the table and suddenly his face changed dramatically. By the way, 100 years ago during the late Qing dynasty, people were still very scared of human anatomy. Perhaps like my first impression, they thought Bai Jing was a serial killer. What are these things? These are the specimen I picked up from my research on street-plague corpses. You have no respect for dead people. The teenager, as if he sees a ghost, turns his head and runs out. I suddenly feel very panicky. I think I've seen the information about the Bi-City Plague in the Research Institute. Don't be afraid to. The old master of this family has been kind to me. I just need to have a good argument with him and I'll be fine. What is a good argument? I hope so. Yinchen Bai, what are you holding in your hand? This is the puppet that my mother left to me. A puppet? Could it be that you also have one? The door suddenly slammed open again. A group of people holding sharp weapons surrounded us. What should we do? Where is Uncle? Has he also arrived in this era? Is there a way to get out of here? I've just noticed what you're holding in your hand. Oh, it's a branch collected from the old tree. It smells nice. I was bored when I was locked up and I wanted to make a puppet. Another one? A puppet? Is that what you're thinking about when you were locked up? Yes, so boring. Jing, you can name it straight. Uncle knows. What? Why do I get the feeling that you're saying something else, my dear niece? Uncle, do you remember the puppet when we came? Oh, what happened to the puppet? Jing had one when she was a child. Her mother left it to her, but it was broken when she was locked up. Does your Bai family have an ancestral tradition of playing with puppets? It's okay, it's just a little thing I had in mind. Don't let this bother you. Uncle, do you remember what you read earlier about what happened with the plague of the blood tree? What happened? They all died. I don't remember much. Shall we leave the Bai family's old house first? We can chat while walking. I guess we'll just leave. We can still talk to this guy. I guess we're just leaving. We'll never know what this thing is. Bai city streets. Few pedestrians are found in the streets, each of them walking unsteadily. Every so often, one or two people would fall by the roadside, unable to get up again. This city has been completely alienated. The plague of blood trees, the plague that swept the city described in ancient books and novels, is happening around me. By the way, where is the puppet? Jane, can you show me? This puppet is my mother's legacy. When it called me witch and locked me up, the puppet was broken. Do you miss your mother? I don't remember her face. But every time I touch this puppet, it's like she's beside me. Give me the rest of the parts, I will try to repair the puppet for you, coughing. Speaking of cultivating puppets, I already have rich experience. Cough, cough. She slowly released her grip and carefully handed the puppet's body to me. She must have missed that vague memory of her mother. The parts have been damaged. Find some suitable wood to repair them. Speaking of which, the two of us have 2 bodies and 3 minds, walking on the streets without parents, without a home, there's no place that can be called home. Are we just gonna stand in front of that guy? What's this? A spleen and a specimen. I think that's not a spleen. I think that's 2 eyeballs. And, I don't know what else is in there. Maybe that is a spleen, and there's just 2 eyeballs there for decoration. Technically 3, actually. A spleen in a specimen jar. Yinchen Bai is smiling at you and telling you that she dissected it herself. Okay, that's all you're getting from these piles of red wood. A heart in a specimen jar. Girl, what the heck are you doing? Ma'am. What? Yinchen Bai is smiling at you and telling you that she dissected it herself. Talk, talk, talk. I was chopping meat just now. Young master, don't enter the kitchen. It's dirty. Don't let this blood stain the young master's silk robes. All this filth, Yi will help young master get rid of it. There are thousands of eyes in this tree watching me day and night. They must have found out already. No, no. I will not forgive anyone who tries to tell I'm old master. I'll use the knife in the kitchen to chop the informer, and no one will know it. No one will take my daughter away from me. No one. Okay. So I assume... I guess we know, Guess we know who your daughter was. The blood tree in the courtyard has stretched out of the wall. More terrible thing. Even more terrible. The roots seem to have extended to the streets, just like a giant spiderweb, covering the whole Bai city. Some people say that eating the flowers of this tree inside the city can prevent epidemic. However, many people came to pick the flowers and eat them, but the epidemic became worse and worse. Where did this method come from? It is said that it was passed down from the missionary, the foreigner with silver hair and purple eyes. Well, he's evil anyways. I think we already knew that. There's a rumor that eating the flowers of this tree will prevent the plague. Oh, Tuizhi, don't wander around after you recovered from your illness. By the way, have you had any unusual sensations since you woke up? I guess Dai Lu is an entirely different guy. This is Mr. Chang. He's not Mr. Chang anymore. He's scary. Have you heard any special sounds recently? Oh, what special sounds? You did not hear it. He said clearly that you would awaken, that you would be enlightened. Oops. The land will die, the hills will die. Could it be that the Bai City too will finally return to the ruins? Oh, I guess we're reassembling this. Oh, okay. Haha, Uncle, your hand work. Is that bad? Jing didn't even dislike it. Ah yes, you are right. Take it easy, Jing. There's nothing we can't solve, right, Uncle? The family hierarchy is really messy. Yeah. By the way, Uncle, I feel like I've seen this puppet before. I have the same feeling. This puppet is the one of Sue when she was a baby, or my cousin copied an identical one. My poor life is like a stalk drifting with the tide, and the hometown is already deserted. When I see this puppet, it reminds me of... When I was wandering outside, I constantly wanted to return to Bai City. But the homeland is indeed deserted. Maybe I and this puppet are the same. I know this story very well. But the puppet can only go with the flow, while humans can choose their own destiny, right? The puppet, or stalk, was originally made for a sacrifice. It didn't want to go with the flow, but the person who had made it has given it this destiny. Can a person really choose his destiny? People wander around the streets of Bai City. On that empty and expressionless face, the eyeballs, like glass beads, turn toward me. At this moment, I distinctly see. Don't look at them. They, or the things, what's above the neck, are not human heads at all, but rather a bunch of wriggling, contracting and shivering bubble-like objects. The bubbles are staring back at me. Once this thought is generated, it is deeply implanted in my brain. I turn my head quickly. I'm a doctor. How can I judge their condition if I don't look? Do you want to save them no matter what happens? I swear by Apollo the physician, by Asclepius, Hygeia, and Panacea, and I take to witness all the gods, all the goddesses, to keep, according to my ability, have my judgment the following oath. I will prescribe regimen for the good of my patients according to my... We'll never know what it says. She never finished her oath. The Hippocratic Oath. Did you take this vow? As I have studied medicine and recited the names of the gods, I am required to keep this oath. Jing, however, the people of Bai City do not trust you. When I was studying in Jiangjiang, I learned about what was happening in the world from the newspaper. Far overseas there is a place called Europa, full of chaos and turbulence. Yet Right before our eyes, a beautiful home has probably descended into chaos. This era is chaotic and cruel. The whole world is painting a picture like hell, and perhaps the tragedy that befalls Bai King is just one page of this painting. However, who created the chaos and pain? Is it a god shrouded in confusion within chaos? Or is it ourselves, humanity? Speaking of which, from World War I to World War II, it indeed seemed like the dark side of human history, with concentrated outbreak. Why? Has the world gotten better in your time? Yeah? Can you tell me a bit about it? The world came from? Well, in what way? Modern art and literature. Oh yeah, let's talk about the circles and the squares and the large canvases of singular colors. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that modern art is bad, but let's be honest, that's essentially what it is. There's a lot of deep meaning in it, and lots of skill involved, but like to me and you, it really is just a bunch of squares and circles and canvases. I'm gonna be honest. You can see movies with grand performances anytime and anywhere, play games more thrilling and exciting than the real world, and watch novels, comics, and films produced worldwide anytime. The ancient civilizations of the world exist in various museums, and... How amazing! Does that mean one can learn for a lifetime? However, most people are not very interested in these things because of information overload. They would rather spend their days scrolling through their phones, watching short videos that only last 15 seconds. I hate TikTok, and I hate what it's done to this world. Phone. What is that? It is a box that, when held in hand, reveals the multitude of human emotions and experiences. You speak as if it were a magic box that sucks people in, but why lock oneself in the box when one can explore the vast world anytime? Because it takes money to go on a trip, because planes are expensive, but you don't know what a plane is. And we're all lazy people. Your question is so philosophical that I don't know how to answer it. Talk about modern space technology. To the moon! From the form of the spiral arms of the Milky Way to the cosmic abyss called black hole, humans are reaching out to more distant worlds. From the edge of the universe to a microscopic world, there are many scientists researching. You can track the traces of meteors on probably Earth. I don't know. I always feel that the stars are so beautiful and so far away. Is it true that humanity has really reached the ends of the Earth and the depths of the universe? No, we don't know what's in the ocean. It's probably terrible things, but we'll never know because no one really cares. Indeed, during these past 100 years, humans have endeavored to explore the known world as much as possible, and also they have set foot on the moon. But we never really did know what was in the ocean. What is really down there in the Mariana Trench? No one knows. What? Is this real? I'm a bit unsure, but it's becoming the normal thing to send machines to explore the moon and Mars. However, searching in the universe is also uneasy, as if we were on the edge of a great deep well and looking down. Talk about modern transportation. Pollution! In this era, how long did it take from Bai City to Jiangzhou? First take a boat and then transfer to a steam train. It will take about 3 to 5 days. If you can't bear the expense of a train ticket, enough to take a horse-drawn or ox-drawn carriage to the city, it may take up to 2 weeks. In my era, there are super trains called high-speed trains that take only 3 hours to reach Jiangzhou. Really? This is too unbelievable. Moreover, airplanes, which are large ships that can fly in the air, can take you to various parts of the world in several hours to a dozen hours. You can see the snowy Alps in one day and welcome the sunset in India. You can also watch giant bears catch salmon in, I assume, Alaska. Talk about modern peace, which is, also unfortunate. My generation did not experience as many wars, especially on our own soil. Peace has become the norm, while war has become an exceptional event that receives attention and causes pain to the whole world. Shouldn't war be heartbreaking? But in our era of turmoil, people become numb. Many are living like zombies in between one war and another. In the time of peace, many people live with enthusiasm. Because life is long and there is leisure time to pursue their interests, you have to make a living from them. While most people may not have the opportunity to become heroes, in peaceful times, everyone can shine in their own ways. I understood a little bit. What do you understand? You both have a gentle attitude, do we? She is very passionate, like a blazing sun, and you're very restrained, like a handful of snowflakes. You're also going to melt in a couple of hours, and that is very unfortunate. But that's okay, because I hardly knew ye. Compared to the people I know in this era, you seem to naturally maintain a goodwill towards the world. He's just not bitter because he has a lot of adventuring to do and he doesn't really care about anything else besides, yay, I go adventure now. Who cares about everything terrible happening in the world? I have my own troubles, which is, how do I get this meteorite? Isn't this how people of this era are? In this era, even the kindest people usually burn with anger in their hearts. They want to break through the darkness, change the world, make our country more confident and stronger, embrace the future and achieve their era. Actually, before chatting with you, I didn't think our world was very good. War still exists, injustice still exists, children still cry in the dark, and some people struggle to make a living with nothing to their name. Sometimes, due to certain reasons, I even think about accelerating destruction because I always see the dark side. Perhaps a world you feel dark and unbearable is already a place of light for me. I'm very happy knowing that 100 years from now, it will be a better world. But I was born here, raised here, all I can do is to keep my vow and help those people in the same era as me. For example, these patients in Bai City were treated as madness who must die, but in Yangzhou, perhaps they could be cured. But now there is a war going on outside, and many roads are blocked. What could we do to get people out? Then shall we open the sealed road? A familiar voice. You guys oversimplify things. That's the punchable guy again. Oops. Yes, do you have a solution? I just want to say, take me with you. No. Why don't you go by yourself? Oh, do you think I don't want to leave? But when reaching an intersection, I can only sigh and turn back. The intersection is blocked by abnormal objects that cannot be touched even with a mere touch. I assume. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna assume you kind of just phase through it. You just stick your hand in it, you try to touch it, it just goes through. And not the other thing that I was thinking. Which is, that is a contradiction. Is it? Go take a look. Shh. Be quiet. They will hear. Oh, that was just a dialogue I just never clicked on. Bai City Road crossing. There are quite the amount of talismans here, which is concerning. Who? Look, the girl in the red dress! Exactly like the fairy on the wall of the goddess temple. She's smiling at me, calling me to go over. But, the outside is full of sick people. If I go over, I'll die. Young master, if you look over the old street from the courtyard wall, you will see the sarcoid growing on the tree. Each one is a meatball. Do you know where those meatballs come from? Tree. So many people up in the tree. Am I going to have to censor things? Remember, everybody, trees are not for becoming a final resting place. Please do not do that. That is bad for me and you. The dark light of the sky is scattered through the dense clouds, and the unidentifiable behemoth on the ground looks as if it has life. No, it is alive. The scarlet sap is flowing through the nodules, making a disturbing gurgling sound. Aside from the sound produced by the squeezing of this viscous liquid, there's also a fine and frequent sound echoing all around. I've also heard this kind of sound in the basement of the research institute. It sounded like a human conversation, but was difficult to distinguish, as if hundreds of people were all speaking at once. Their language is broken up into fragments of text and mixed together in a sticky, dark red liquid, forming a meaningless cacophony of sound. Alas, I feel that the Bai city perhaps is seeking a sacrifice. A sacrifice? I searched around to write the notes of Lang Zhu Tang. Your family seemed to have a ritual every disaster year, and then your family could be safe and secure for dozens of years. As for what is sacrifice and what is the ritual, I don't know. Perhaps Mr. May has misunderstood. Sacrifice is a form of contract between humans and gods. By sacrifices, the human being becomes one of the gods and thus has the power to change reality and fulfill wishes. Oops, my apologies for being impolite. Does Miss Bai know about the history of the Bai family? I would assume so. She lives here. In my memory, the Bai family migrated here from elsewhere during the Ming Dynasty, and their ancestors were proficient in medical knowledge. In ancient times, Wu and Yi were not distinguished, and medical and pharmaceutical studies were often related to things we'll never know about. There is a story that through rituals, human beings will have the power of gods. However, in recent times, there are no more such stories. After all, we are all leaving behind ignorance and embracing science. Besides, what's more? Why do human beings want to be gods if it is for the wealth and prosperity? And the Bai family is already large in Bai City. Do they still need the gods' power to fulfill their wishes? Chang, I remember that the local gods in the ancient canon were tasked with guarding some place. Does it sound like civil servants? What are civil servants? Getting paid from public finance, working for public demands, and they must be kind to the local people. You're right. The gods we worship all have their responsibilities. For example, the city god must catch ghosts, the earth god must keep the peace, and the dragon kings must make rain. I remember there was some place which had a 3-year drought, and the villagers carried the dragon kingo's statue to beg for rain, but they failed, So what? Don't tell me they sacrificed boys and girls. No. According to Miss Bai's theory, won't the boys and girls become the Dragon Kings? The local villagers simply threw the old Dragon King's statue into the river and had the artisans make a new one instead. Got it. Does this mean that when a god doesn't do his job properly, people would choose a new god to replace him? I think it means that if the old statue sucks enough, they're going to replace it so the gods are fulfilled again. But who knows? I don't know this stuff. That's right. In that case, the current plague is raging in Bai City, so if people believe in the theory of gods, it means that the gods here are out of order, right? That's an interesting point, and I'll record it. However, if we want to escape, since the land road is impassable, can we take the water road? There is indeed a river next to Bai City, but the boatman has fled. Now there is a boat, but no one can sail. I snuck up and saw that the boat was powered by diesel engine, but perhaps now the machine is broken. Let's go and see. Bye, city dock. Guys, what are you doing? The background's very cool, though. How did the engine of this boat get torn apart? Well, maybe someone broke it on purpose. We must repair it. Jing is a medical student. I'm an athletic student. Uncle, I'm counting on you for this one. What is happening? No, that ain't right. That's also not right. Oh no. It turns out I'm not smart enough for this. I don't know. That's alright. That's incorrect. That is wrong. I don't know. I don't know! Where could this go? Oh god. Wait, why is the meteorite hunter doing this? I don't get it. Me no understand. Too stupid for this. Oh. I told you I was too stupid for this. Oh boy. Apparently that wasn't correct. This is awkward. Oh no. Yay! Well done! Tuizhi, I can't expect you to become a good worker after a long illness, but you have learned this art of mechanical assembly. Self-talk. What shall we do now? Get in the boat? Mr. May, please inform the villagers to get on the boat sailing to Jiangzhou and seek medical help. Why don't we escape? Okay. Jing, would you like to follow the boat to Jiangzhou later? I won't go. It's dangerous for you to stay here. Both of my parents died when I was a kid. An orphan girl like me would be sent to the baby tower and die in many villages. However, your father had a merciful heart and saved my life, raised me and sent me to school in Jiangzhou. When I was studying, I always thought that once I finished, I would return home, open a clinic, and treat people. I want to repay the kindness and love I have received from my hometown of Baijiang. But, Jing, what if medicine truly can't save the people of Bai City? There will be other ways. Oh no, he evil. Why he here? Suji, my son. You are awake. God bless. Sure enough, Mr. Kai's magical powers are profound. Thanks to you, Mr. Kai. My lord sees the world from his courtyard. His miracles shine upon the Bai City, and saved your son as well. Praise be to my lord. Praise be to my lord. Praise be to my lord. Stop it now. You don't even know who you're calling. Old master, your son must have been compelled by someone so that he has not felt the light of my lord. It seems the woman is truly a witch. Catch the witch. What? Catch the witch. Just throw them over. Just throw them into the water. Sushi, my son. Oh, Sushi. Mr. Kai has enlightened our intellects and opened my eyes to the world as I have never seen it before. And you will worship Mr. Kai with me. How about no? Bro, how about no? My answer is no. Well, let's not do that. I don't wanna. He evil! Can't trust the actual PA man. He's the actual PA man. You can't trust him. Vulcan K, you are evil. Why are we on this side this time? Young master, you've been to school. Oh, it's just the same thing. You are still very concerning. There's no new dialogue. I'm happy about that. But I still click on them because I can. Gotta make sure. Yay. What? Something about this makes me deeply uncomfortable. She's just idling there. She don't care. I like how he's just walking casually. I will worship and blank shall befall. Probably ruin. I will worship and oh no, it's just whatever. Eldritch abomination they're summoning, yeah. I will worship and blank shall befall. I will worship and blank shall befall. The frenzied doxology gradually twists. The words gradually become fragments, turned into a void as sticky as blood, eventually losing the meaning of the words themselves. What I hear now from the fanatic's mouth are just fragments of sound that I cannot comprehend. If anyone can understand, then he must step into madness. You are evil. Oh, young master, why are you clumping around like a rat in a maze? What does that mean? Okay. What a familiar name. What do you see in the eyes? Outward appearance or inner qualities? I see that you're evil. You're still blind as to darkness. Who exactly are you? Oh, tonight, someone must die here. As a human, in her own free will, she will die in a fire in ignorance and human selfishness and self-interest, but not in truth. I must try to distract them and save Jing. How to distract these people? Promise them free food. Fire. Go to set fire in the front yard. There's already fire! Guys, there's already fire. Can't talk to her. Oh, there's, oh, what? Oh, so you're the cause of the coma. Like I said, very punchable face. As you can see, I was justified in my... Oh, look, it's Mr. It's our father. Oh, but I guess we'll just leave. Wait, what? You're not leave? Okay, just, it's kind of awkward. There we go. Told me to go home. I was given a crystal vase by the Western Mr. Kai, which contained a fragrant, cinnabar-colored wine. After drinking it, I met with the sages and scholars in my dream and asked them for advice on a few things I didn't understand about the ancient texts. In my dream, the sages instructed me that the text now in circulation had been tampered with. I was enlightened by the recitation of the original text and misread the sages' books for decades before. I was wrong! I will find Mr. Kai no matter what and beg him for more mana so that I can seek advice from the sages once again. You people are weird. Old Master was a gentleman, but Old Master is no longer Old Master. I never ate the blood flowers for the treat. Don't eat it, young master. I saw you wearing strange clothes and your hair became very short. Young master, what's wrong with you? Oh, that's all you have to say, huh? You done? This guy's nothing to say anymore, too. That's all they have to say. We've exhausted their dialogue. Don't worry, young master. My daughter is much better. She's much smarter than she used to be. She understands everything the young master has read. As she said that she would take me with her to enlightenment. Although she doesn't look the same as she used to, but she looks like a human, isn't she? Oops. Young master is so good to us, I don't know what else. That witch Yinchen Bai. There are a bunch of western bottles and jars in the house. For hearts and lungs, she must be the witch. Okay. Now you're at the front yard. There is a random puppet here. The puppet was found by my cousin and given to Sue. This moment I am experiencing is history. Okay. At this moment, the whole city has gone crazy, and the plague, well, not the plague, the plague of blood trees is happening. However, the county chronicles and newspaper clippings show that the disaster ended suddenly after a period of time. Let's forget about this. History only records major events, but cannot pay attention to everyone's destiny. I want to save Jing. Hurry and find something that can be ignited. A puppet from Yinchen Bai's collection, a family heirloom that has been repaired after damage. Taking the branches of the big trees as the body, it can temporarily place a girl's remembrance. Although the souls collected are very subtle, there were countless branches that left the tree and wandered around. What? This blanket. Take it. Ignore that man. He has a punchable face. He pushed us off. We're going to ignite him, I hope. Tuizhi, what should we do? There are madmen out there. Why are you still here? Hey, I can't sell that boat alone, and I'm also afraid of getting hurt by those crazy people, so I have to hide. Setting fire. What? This is your own house. Is the house more important, or is human life more important? Once they come to put out the fire, we'll go save Jing on the other side of the tree. Medical notes. In this era, this is a rebellious thing. No, even in later generations, this note should not be handed down. It's better setting it on fire. Those grotesque with serial drawings should not appear on human organs. Maybe Jing's painting skills are poor? Rather, she is a very realistic painter. Medical notes. After I dissected the third body, I felt a greater confusion arise in my scientific mind. The symptoms were identical to the ancient descriptions left by my mother. They were not sick, but cursed. Such nonsense. And yet it was happening to me alive. If the covenant is not renewed, if the sacrifice is only a sacrifice, there is no godly power to be gained. But if it becomes a tree itself, she was clearly planning to get burnt alive. I guess they're just gonna be there. What about this cloth? Just sing conspicuously over there. I guess we don't care. Sorry for Jing, but it's an emergency. Set fire with this note. Set fire with it. Well, delivered. Just stand here. Yep. Just face through you, I guess. It's still there. We don't care. Add flame. Add more to it. I guess we don't want to add more fuel. A worship its stomach will befall. They just... Oh, that one's actually running. We're just walking away like, eh, whatever, it's not my problem. The foreigner told me just take the eyes out and everything will be okay. The things that scared me will never be seen anymore. Okay, bye. My little Yanger. That head was chopped in half. 2 eyes, separated, staring at me, right behind you. Don't. Yanger, ha! Don't look at me. Bye. Cool. Anything else over here? No, nothing else. Cool, they gone. So are we gonna do anything about this? I don't think there are any other notes here. In fact, how many notes do we have? We're missing 8 and 9. And 26, 29. Rep. She's just kinda there. He doesn't care. Young master. Don't worry, I'll rescue you out immediately. Young master, something is more important. I just learned how to stop the plague of blood trees and save the whole city. The plague of blood trees. It's doomed to happen. We can't change history, but I want to save you. Young master, I am also a part of history. Young master, how naughty. He's so evil. He's so comically evil. Cool, everything's on fire now. Oh no, he flies! Oh my god, he can fly! But still kind of... he's still very punchable. I don't think that changes anything. Kay rushed towards me, but a small figure blocked my way. The expected heat did not come, only a dazzling white light suddenly burst forth. She's like, no, stop! And we're back in the present, aren't we? No. Where is... Kay? He escaped. Don't worry, everything will be alright. The tree and this land, don't worry, I'm here. Zhang. I'm very happy, truly happy that through you I have learned that in 100 years, we will have a better future. I will never be able to live beyond 100 years, no matter what, however. Sue, it is likely some parts of me live on through you. Please, see the world for me. Zhang. Just now I understood my fate. The plague started for the Bai family and will end here. Bai City will not be destroyed, will not perish. I understood everything from here. For the tree, I will return to the tree and become one with it. But you, I can't take any risk by burning with me. Young master, please try to take back the soul of this girl who has entered me. What was happening? At least she looks happy. Goodbye, sister. Goodbye, young master. No, you are not young master. Can you tell me your name? Yinchen Zhang. Goodbye, Yinchen. The fire engulfed everything, like an omniscient and completely ignorant god enjoyed his feast, leaving only burnt black remains. After such a brilliant burning, it is a piece of endless darkness. I am falling from the pyramids from the tree from this room is... I returned to the Research Institute again. The Bai family. Fire. Zhang. Am I crying for the one who was doomed to die 100 years ago? Am I laughing for the man who can't change their fate? Institute bedroom. Ow. Chapter 5. For what? For what? For what? I'll reverse all of this. Why is there another version of us with a spooky blob head? Were you? Was that an illusion? I saw another me. Why is there petals on the table? Yeah, Uncle, you're back. You, Bai family. Jing. Too, are you okay? No, those are not illusions, are they? Jing, she really exists, right? She did all this for us in Bai City? Jing, these are all history, and history. We can't change anything. Little Mercury. What? HOPA company has issued a lawyer's letter claiming that our association has interfered with their normal business activities in Baijiang, and that the association is responsible for all consequences resulting from this. Are you asking me to withdraw from the association and stop dealing with matters related to Bai City? Well, I've sorted out the meteorites you want, and I can return at any time. However, Nix, I want to be capricious for once, so please give me a little more time. I mean, what? How dare K that illegitimate son threatens me! Damn it, I've not been balding for 100 years. While I was digging a pit in the Mediterranean, here's a kid sitting in nowhere. I can't wait to fly over and beat him up myself. Oh. Don't get him off the hook. Don't leave him any land. And the meteorites, not even a single piece. The legal and business departments of the Meteorite Association, as well as my sister, are augur strong backing. Copy that? Forgot something. That floppy disk. What's floppy disk? An ancient storage medium that Professor Zhang left at the Meteorite Association. The information inside should be about 20 years ago. Do you have old computers from 10 years ago at the Research Institute? It's the save icon for the modern people. My daddy was frugal, but not so frugal that he would use electronic equipment for 10 years. That's also true. What type of computer can use the floppy disk, as you mentioned? Oh, we shall search for pictures online. Packard Bell! It looks familiar. I think I've seen it on some researcher's desk. Go and look for it in the office on the ground floor. Anything that uses a CRT. Oh no, these aren't pedals. I was just imagining things. Is there anything else in here? You have a phonograph. You're telling me that you don't have, like, old stuff? Anything that has a CRT square monitor. Those things are cool. Gotta make sure there are no notes hanging around here that we didn't pick up. Because there could be. What? But first we save. Institute first floor corridor. I'm sure I saw the tree, yes. Oh, that was new dialogue. Poker face, eyes staring straight at me, her water bubbles appeared. I'm sure I saw the tree from the window, but the yard was empty. I poked my head out to get a better look, but behind that tree I saw the same building as ours, and from the window opposite I saw me. At me, poker face, eyes staring straight at me, her body, water bubbles appeared. Nothing else. The smell you see, obviously there's nothing on her hands. Why, my workstation appeared a huge red flower. I'm stuck. Leave. Yinchen, I believe in you. Yep. I can't. I need some sleep, but those voices are drilling holes in my head. The actual BA company gave me a settlement fee and told me to sort out the ore information over here and bring it with me. Do you think this is not a good idea? I want to get away from here quickly. I put my fingers on the wrong keys, and that was why I was struggling so much just now. My bad. Institute Laboratory. Is there another relative of the dean in the institute recently? Are you talking about me? Oh no, it's a girl. I've seen her twice in the basement. White skin and beautiful hair. Beautiful face, wearing a vintage blue dress. Have you seen her? Blue dress? Yes, yes, she's so cute. Maybe I should exchange a WeChat next time I see her. Don't you want to date with Daniel Lin? Ah, that's not a problem. Have a dream? Yes. I think that's the only thing new. Mr. K from Actual BA bought me a drink yesterday. I've never drunk such wine as delicious as that. I want more. Goodbye. You're doomed. You just what? A succulent plant rack on the table looks like an old computer case. Take these succulent plants away. Let me see if this computer case is still usable. Clean them up. Is it a computer case? Yeah. The old computer case looks so strange. Fortunately, when its owner changed it into a plant rack, he did not take away the internal parts. CPU, mainboard, floppy drive, and so on are all complete, but it can't be powered on. It seems that the parts are out of order. I'll sort them out. But first, I look at this. These, I cannot interact with that. It makes me upset. I want to interact with those notes. Who are you? Zhang. What's up? I see you're from Jiangcheng, so you're familiar with the area, right? I'm familiar with the takeaway near the association building. Then, my son said that he got a job and is going to Jiangcheng to work in an independent game studio. Do you think this is reliable? No. I don't understand these. I'm not like Pan and Jin. I'm old, but they're young and can jump ship to a big company in Jiangcheng. I can't be there with my son. I feel so bad. Your son is already an adult, right? It's good to let him make his way. I thought you were waiting for your whatever. What is this? What is this? I am confused. What is the goal here? If only they could, lock it in. But I guess that's too complicated or something. I don't know, man. So we're just pulling out the floppy drive? It's wild. The struggle is real. Oh my god. No. Go up. Do it. Hooray. You've acquired a floppy drive. Yes. Unbelievable. How about it? Anything significant discovered? This floppy disk is only 2.88 megabytes of capacity. What? That's impossible. Even the picture is bigger than it. Well, there's only one documented side. Let me see. Wow, this document is dense. Seems to be some kind of article. This version number seems to be a draft. Could it be the one Daddy wrote with Uncle Zhang earlier? I've heard that a lot of things were revised between the first draft and the final draft. If you're referring to things like alien visitors and Goddess Temple legend, I wouldn't be surprised if they were deleted. Goddess Temple? How come I've never heard of it? Is there such a place in Bai City? This part was probably written in specifically by your daddy and later deleted by the professor. I always feel like you understand the two of them very well. One talks about intuition, the other talks about science. By the way, is it possible that these things from the early days are still available in the Institute? I know from the early days. Should I ask Lynn? As Daddy's assistant, she might know it all. She's also evil. Lynn, I'm not sure if she was tricked into revealing information by that guy K. I almost forgot about this important matter. Sue, according to the agreement your daddy signed with the professor, if you stay at this institute, HOBA has no right to reclaim this land. Wow, really? The agreement was signed by the professor and your daddy 20 years ago and should still be valid. Ah, that's great! But do you want to stay here for the rest of your life? Do you want to hear the truth? Can you tell me a fake one first so I can listen? That's why I want to protect this place for my whole life. Well, what about the truth? Hehehe, I don't know either. I didn't think about returning to Bai City before until... I'm just the type of person who has no dreams, right? Why do you say that? I feel like I enjoy track and field, and I've worked hard for it. But is my level of effort truly comparable to others who strive for their dreams? Once I participated in a college sports competition and won a bronze medal in sprinting. Standing on the podium, I felt very happy. However, the girl next to me had a more dazzling and precious silver medal hanging from her chest, yet she cried as if it was the end of her world. I went to comfort her, but she pushed me away. She said she missed the gold medal by only a fraction of a second. She asked me why I was so happy with the bronze medal. I was completely unable to answer her. Her crying, screaming face kept coming back to me. Can I talk about such an extravagant word such as dream? It was just a difference in values. Does the fact that the athletics seemed to be more important to her than anything else indicate that only her kind of dedication, even to the point of suffering, shows that she truly wants to burn for her dreams? Do you know that feeling? Like there would be a calling about to happen? A voice that would go out and call me to fulfill my mission in life? But will that voice show up? It doesn't matter if it doesn't show up. But... The professor thought being an outstanding person and creating value is the most important thing. Is the most interesting thing. Lin wanted a broad world. My cousin wanted to protect his family members. Jing wanted to save people, and Ling Yumei wanted to write a novel. Which life of them? Whose life was more meaningful? Are you happy when standing on the podium with a bronze medal? These can't be compared, can they? Congratulations, you have discovered this. That's right, lives couldn't be compared. Just do whatever makes you happy and meaningful. But these two are not the same. When I run on the track field, I feel very happy. But when I took over my father's work and began to organize the materials, there seemed to be a mission driving me that I must do this well. But you have just begun. I've been caught. You can tell just by the way you're organizing the meteorite samples. I'm learning. Lin taught me a lot. You'd better watch out for that real Lin. Huh? Why? Previously, I gave the agreement to Lin Danro and asked her to help me fax it back to the association, but the agreement was lost. I am worried. Uncle, actually, I've always wanted to tell you. Sometimes it's okay to loosen up a bit. Try to believe in others. Do you mean Danro Lin? Well, she stayed with us in the toughest times, and other researchers all left when they got new offers. But she stayed. I think it's not good to be so suspicious of her. Maybe. What you said about the agreement is most likely a misunderstanding. I'll ask her right now. Huh? Lin, it's me. Uncle, aka Yinchen Zhang, said he had an agreement at your place, but can't seem to find it. Do you want me to come down and help you find it? I was just about to come and find you guys. I found the agreement. Wow, that's great. Where is it? Yesterday the fax machine won't work, so I clipped the agreement on the fax machine. I was about to deal with it today when Cleaner came to clean the equipment room last night. She might treat it as waste paper and throw it away together with other garbage. I've been rummaging through the dustbins in the basement for a long time, and I finally found it. Just finding it is good. I'm sorry, the agreement is a bit dirty. It's okay, let's hug and have a night out for the BBQ. Okay. Where are you right now? I'm still near the dustbins. I'm worried I haven't found all the papers. Are you alone in the basement? I'll be there with you. Thanks up. Look, Uncle, don't think so badly of people. They're all searching through the trash cans, you know? Okay, I'm sorry. I take back every word I just said about Lin. It's okay. Lin isn't a careless person, but I'm a bit worried about her being alone in the basement, so I'll go with her. Can you search for the documents you mentioned before? Uncle, you have to treat her to a BBQ tonight. I know where the best BBQ is in Bai City. Okay. We'll get together tomorrow and take the agreement to punch K in his face. Sure, I'll make a video of it. Yeah, let's just make a video of us conducting assault. Uncle, you know I said punch in the face is description, right? But next, the president of the association told me to use physical force, so I had to obey. Haha, I'll do it too. See you later. I'm off to Lin. I'm calling it now. She's gonna get kidnapped by frickin' K, and that's why Lin said she had the agreement is to lure her down there to the basement alone. We're doomed. See you later. What? We just get this page. Cool. Whatever. 9? Cool. Cool. I never did comment about the tree in the window. There's nothing here. That flickering gets me every time. It's so spooky. It just flickers for no reason. What if Mr. Kai is going to sacrifice? Oh my god, what? Hey look, it's a letter. That's 34. Dying to get there, so hurt. 7 seeds, he said. 7 monsters. 7 kinds of humanities. But I have no time. But I'm out of time. But I don't have time. I have to play that Lin Yu Mei. What's he like? Is he smiling? Is he clever? I will walk in this world under the human skin. I will marry and have children. My descendants for generations will carry on my will and continue to seek the truth of that seed. What? So Kai kind of just killed off Lin Yu Mei? Is that what I'm getting at? Rest in peace. But also he kind of sucked, so I don't know. Maybe he deserved it. Who knows? So is that blood like did Lin die? 26. Dang. He's actually super evil. What do you have against that bench? Bai, I wrote to you this time about the future of Yinchen. Miss Nix of the Meteor Association informed me last week. Because Yinchen's performance was excellent, they were ready to sign a long-term contract with him to make him a meteorite hunter with official identity. I'm not surprised by the admiration for Yinchen, as he has shown unusual sensitivity since childhood and a natural love for meteorites. I'm only worried that he may have caught the attention of an unfathomable mystery behind meteorites since childhood, and that his current job may once again drag him into the abyss. I heard that Sue has already gone to college, far away from Bai Chang. This is very good. The reunion may trigger memories of what happened in the past. The more we know, the more fearful we become. And from my years of research, I have found that when we pry into it, it will perceive and pry into us. I don't know how many seeds it has left on the planet for thousands of years, but just one of them almost destroyed Bai City. We're trying to peek into the mysteries of the universe back then, but never did we imagine we would be staring at such a dark and ominous shadow. I absolutely do not want to be involved, and I believe you feel the same way, Shimu. The irony is that he decided, yep, I do in fact want to be involved. I do very much in fact want to be involved. Friendship of men, that's the achievement I just got. Impressive. Oh, okay. Man, the friendship of men, my favorite thing. I'm just kidding, I'm not into that. The sky was clear and bright, but suddenly there was a roaring sound coming from the northeast, gradually approaching the southeast corner of the capital city. Great gas surged up, and the buildings trembled. In an instant, there was a loud rumble, and heaven and earth collapsed. It became pitch black like night, and countless houses sank into ruins. The area affected stretched from Shunchengmen Street in the east to Xingbu Street in the north, and from Pingjimen south in the west. What? South in the west? Huh? What does that mean? Covering an area of 3 to 4 miles long and 23 miles wide. Tens of thousands of houses and people perished into dust. Tian Bian Di Chao. I've read this document before in the Meteorite Association, and it seems there is nothing extraordinary about it. Tian Bian Di Chao. What does that mean? I do not know. Except from the Tianqi years recorded the frightening cataclysm. The official history only records the great changes in the capital and the dark years that followed. The historian ignored the abnormal events in other regions of this land and their source, the dark stars from the sky. Cool. There's nothing else for his. There's nothing else for us here besides this map. Oh, apparently it's not a map. I don't know what this is. So we have... I think this is Taurus. This is... It's Venus or Mars, I don't remember. This is... It's clearly just katakana. Not katakana. This is what? What's that mean? What does anything mean? I don't know. It's like I'm looking. This is like. There. It looks like. It looks. Or wow. Which one was it? I don't know. Nah. It's one of those. It's one of those. It looks like. It looks like. I'm blanking out. I'm blanking out. Oh my god, I am blanking out. What am I thinking of? One of this is Mars and one of these are Venus. I don't remember. I don't remember. That belongs there. This is Saturn, I think. This it may be kind of 4 symbol. It's like Saturn or something. I don't know. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. My brain is not working. I apologize. It looks like it's not katakana, it's not romanji. What is it called again? Hiragana. Yeah, it looks like hiragana. It looks like a hiragana word. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain is fried. It's too late right now. It's just the planets. It's just the symbols of the planets. What is the smell? There is a bottle of red liquid in the safe behind the bookshelf. The slightly bitter aroma, the sticky texture, is the same as the sap on the blood trees of the blood branches of Bai City. I shall take it with me. The vitality of the blood tree is truly terrifying, having experienced 100 years of withering. Even this was collected. For the past 20-something years, my cousin has been striving to break the curse, right? In the deep of the safe, there is a broken sculpture. It seems digged out from some old wall. A smiling face of a girl loomed. Goddess, the ancestor of the Bai family. The girls of this tribe all possess the ability to communicate with all living things. Zhang. It is shattered to this extent, it seems impossible to repair. Are we still gonna try? Hello, Mercury. I asked my European alchemist friends to find a solution to the reverse alchemy array. Now I got something. Is the alchemy array you gave me left by Tuizhi Bai under the ground of the Institute? Yes, but it should be brought by Kay, some missionary more than 100 years ago. It's a form of the 7... Oh, thank God, she didn't type more than this. It is a form of the 7 transformations of alchemy. It uses 7 substances to obtain this power of 7 planets, carry out 7 transformations, and absorb all the vitality of a piece of land to achieve 1. The meteorites used by Tuizhi Bai come from outer space and have special activity. They injected strength into the alchemy array. The 1 achieved in this way may be a terrible thing, I know. That 1 would have been born in the disaster of the blood tree if it were not Jing. I will send you a basic solution. Document, Alchemy Array User Manual. What you've given me seems very simple. And as all things have been and arose from 1 by ye meditation of 1, the core theory of the unity of all things often seems simple. However, the power of the meteorite in the alchemy array is very terrible. Even if you can deconstruct it, you may not be able to prevent the disaster. The power of the alien. Thank you, President. and communication, a way to reverse the magic circle. From 6 to 1, cross the door and enter the sea that holds all things, the Derek Sea, I assume, which belongs to the master of all space and time. I don't remember. Is it the only Lovecraftian gods I remember? Or, well, not gods, they're great, they're just, are they gods? They're creatures, I don't care. The only creatures I remember from Lovecraft are, Azazov, Yog-Sothoth, and as everyone knows, Hoofulu. And I guess the black goat also exists. And Nyarlathotep, because everyone likes Nyarlathotep. It's quite possible to reverse the... I mean, there's also that one Shub something whatever, however. Is quite possible to reverse the 7-step change and restore the origin of things. However, who will abandon truth and return to ignorance? Abandon gold and return to lead. Notes of Lang Zhu Tang, page 29. You guys are just throwing these at me, aren't you? Sushi was no longer sushi. Oh wait. July 28th, 1899. Sushi was no longer sushi. I had to pretend to be as close to him as I ever was. What was I ever like? A schoolboy? A playboy? I should have smiled more at this new Tuizhi. No one would guard against a teenager who liked to laugh. Before I met him, I went to the docks and destroyed the boat. There were only 2 ways out of Bai City, and I was going to destroy both ways completely. I took them to the crossing, showed them all sorts of corpses along the way, and showed them the gnarled and intertwined roots of the tree at the crossing. The ground was covered in blood-red sap. What a wonderful fragrance. Was this the place where blood flowed in visions? Not enough yet. Just the blood sap that streaked here was just not enough. More and more blood, until the Bai City in its entirety was obliterated in blood. Okay. This is when we possessed Sushi's body. I assume. He knew we were not the same. But that's okay, he was always evil. We knew it from the beginning. Hey look, another note! They're just really throwing these at us. Yay, I got all the pages, cool. I will pass on this notebook and one day I will see the blood trees cover the sky again. Oh, yeah, he's just evil. He's just evil. I found some clues how it's going on your end, your side. Did you get kidnapped? Initiate a voice call. Wait for the answer. You got kidnapped, didn't you? No answer. End communication. Is the signal so bad in the basement? Damn, it's cage trap. Institute outside the basement. Oh, now go to the basement to find Lin. Last time I saw the twisted roots and the alchemy array in the basement, I was really scared. But I can't rely on Uncle all the time. He was almost able to sink Jing that time. But Jing chose to unite with the tree to save Bai City. What did she mean at that time? Is the tree communicating with her? Wow, horrible. Stop, Lin is waiting for me. Pat's cheek. Show my courage as a bronze medal player. We're getting kidnapped today, guys. We just kind of walk in the darkness and we don't question it at all, really. Is this less like bravery and more stupidity? Also, this looks a lot worse. You know, I think this looks a lot worse. Can I just leave? I think I've seen enough. Can I just leave? Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh no. It's a trap. I'm getting kidnapped. Lynn. Mr. K? Hello, Miss Bai. Is this the agreement you're looking for? Lynn, be careful of this guy. Come over here quickly. Sue. It seems that you have some hostility towards me. You don't need to do this, Miss Bai. I'm here to fulfill the mission that exists in Bai City. What nonsense are you talking about? How long do you think it takes to conceive a life? What an effing stupid question is that? Answer me. An instant? Indeed, from the perspective of the universe, a few hundred years is just an instant. Maybe it's my lack of patience, but I always feel like I've been waiting for far too long. The seed? You're looking for the fallen star of Tuizhi? What does that mean? The fallen star? That's what mortals call him. Oh, I'm afraid that will disappoint you. We have counted all the samples of meteorites, but there's not one from that era. Heh, I know. What the heck? Although you have found several meteorites with similar characteristics, it's only because of the attraction of the seed that subsequent satellites follow. Similar things always attract each other, just as in the threshold range that humans cannot hear. The tides in the universe are constantly calling out to each other. But it was precisely because of those meteorites that arrived later that made me more certain. The seed was here. What kind of monster will it hatch into? I'm looking forward to it. No, don't do this. How could you do this to me? Something is imprisoning me. How could you do this? You're so evil. When I was entwined by the roots, countless memories and feelings of other people drowned me. She's so sad. Those memories of the ancestors of Bai's family, the sacrificed girls. Mom, Jing. Jing felt the same, so she chose self-sacrifice. I see he's calling me back. A time will come when all things will be one. When his gaze is upon us, ignorance will die and the truth will be born. I knew you were always evil. You haven't done a single thing to redeem yourself. You're not even trying to hide it. You've just always been evil. Yinchen Zhang! Save your girl! Well, we're cousins. What? Institute's secret tunnel. Okay, we're just here like going, yeah, this is kind of bad. No, that's not what I want. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Lynn? Mr. Zhang? Where's Sue? In the tree. You told me there is a wider world out of here. Is she crazy or what? Don't move. I'm going to find Sue, then we'll come back to take you to the hospital. I don't need. I can see truth. Why do you give me hope and then throw me down? Oh, she's gone. Bye. There she goes. Lynn! A loud noise seemed to be heard from creatures on the ground. The roots of the tree rushed out of the ground and tightly wrapped around Lynn's body. In the twinkling of an eye, the roots pulled her, disappeared. The roots pulling her disappeared in front of me. Everything around starts to shake. This building is going to collapse. The alchemy array is alive. The giant tree under the ground is alive. It's taking their lives. Reverse the alchemy array again. Maybe we can prevent the resurrection of the blood tree. It's already resurrected, I'm gonna be honest. Memory space. Black. What does that mean? Dad? Uncle? They can't see me. Yeah, let's just keep going, I guess. I've heard this music before. Dad said it was my mom's favorite song. A sunset in memory. I was too young to remember all this. A sunset with autumn temperature like a warm embrace. I have been embraced like this. To be loved like this. This pad is evil. So is this girl. Lin? Don't go, Lin. Don't trust him. Lin can't hear me too. It's all my fault. No, it isn't. I didn't know. She's been swallowed by the abyss of loneliness. Dude, it's nobody's fault if somebody decides, yes, let me just trust this really suspicious dude. Uncle Zhang? Why? Uncle Zhang was very gentle with me, but he can't communicate with Uncle. Because he sucks at taking care of his own child, his own adopted son. It's easier to take care of somebody if they're not yours. Are we not gonna comment on this? We're just not gonna. We're not gonna comment on this. Okay. Cool. Like, I'm trying my best. I don't think I don't see anything. I guess we're just not gonna comment on it. Okay. He's a tree. It's why is there just a tree branch on this table? Well, that's not my problem. We're not gonna comment on this either. Did they just not bother? Or did I miss one? Where am I? In the sea of foam, or in the memory of this tree? So many people. Am I the seed? Little Sue. Institute laboratory in the basement. I like how I just screwed off. You're just like, yeah, I'm out. We cannot leave. We're kind of just stuck here. Okay. It's creepy tree tendrils. It's like I'm looking at worms. I don't remember. You can't just give me the... You could just give me the picture? Grr, I'm angry. I don't know what to do with this. Oh my god, what? These two are free agents. What? I don't know what was supposed to tell me this was gonna be correct, but you know what? I'm just gonna accept this reality as it is. Cool! Apparently we rescued Tuizhi Bai just by doing that. Sue? No. That one's smiling under the flower tree. Those saints belong to this world. The goddess. That child, so that was her name. You seem to be full of doubts. If you want to know, just ask. I will do my best to show you the truth. The curse of the Bai family. It's not a curse, but a promise. The important promise for this beautiful land. Land is the power of the goddess. Beginning from me to be one of the earth, and contain and seal the seed, the earth will continue to flourish and give back to the inhabitants of this land. The location of Sue. Sue is my descendant, and she has a wonderful bond with you. When a creature in the Twilight Zone was about to sacrifice her to the seeds, you put a stop to everything. However, she is now worried about another choice. Should she accept the covenant of this earth and become a goddess? So, by doing this, we can completely seal off the pollution of extraterrestrial species to the earth. The seed of the star. That seed was not the being of our world. It came to this world in the year of Tuizhi in the form of a meteorite. I embraced it with my life and let it sleep in my arms. Over time, generation after generation has thrived in this land. They have built cities upon my sleeping grounds. They created a dynasty and then destroyed it. Cities were built only to become ruins. Endless wars and pain left cruel scars on people's hearts, and now all this pain, this darkness, was absorbed by that seed. A promise. I remembered Sue and I also had a promise. Uncle, I won't abandon you alone. I will accompany you, pull the hook and swear. The promise between people, no matter how small, has the same value as all things in the world, and it depends on Sue's choice. Sue. Memory space black. Steppy, steppy, step. Yes, just slide on in. Sue. Sue. She could either choose yay, happy tree, or oh no, everything is terrible. The flowing light revealed visions of a beautiful tree that should have been the prosperity and beauty in the land. Vibrant and sunny, all things are full of life. Sue. It seems like someone is calling me. Sue, don't go. It seems like she can't hear me. She is in her world. Please don't disturb her. Let her follow her heart and make her choice. What do you mean? What do you mean by following her heart? The so-called heart is to choose self-sacrifice like you? I obviously broke the alchemy circle. This reincarnation should be stopped. The time did stop for you. Your efforts have not been in vain. The flow of time in the space around the tree in Bai City is not in only one direction. With your help, Sue was able to make choices in moments of stillness. She has a chance to save everything. Everything? But everything does not include herself? That's the fate of the peach stalk. No, I have witnessed the darkness, cracked the 7 layers of transformation, and released the darkest alchemy array. Reversing time, reversing reality and dream. If my cousin can do it, I can do it too. If that hidden power still exists, you'll lose. Give me the power. Now, let me see Sue. In this half-bright scenery, there are lush white flowers which look very warm and cozy. Just like all sins are cleansed, Bai City will also survive. The power of the alien star hidden in the meteorite will be purified. I can feel how beautiful, peaceful, and renewed this land will be after the purification. However, there will no longer be the bloodline of the Bai family. This also means that Sue will disappear. Now, she will become a peach stalk, become a goddess, just like me. And in this half-darkened landscape, this darkness is broken and bloodstained, a recreation of the blood tree plague. The Bai City will be in ruins, like the Aztec altar where I once stood. Beneath the ancient stones, countless lives are buried. There's not much difference between the human and the rabbit. Can I save? I guess not. call for Sue and let Sue choose for herself. Little Sue. And she chooses purification. No, she chooses both? What? It seems like someone is calling me. Nope. She decides to become she decides to become a goddess. Well, Sue. Ah, you found me. Don't go. Here, it's so quiet. How's the real world? The blood tree is blooming again, isn't it? Because the girls of the Bai family have been keeping the promise with the earth, trapping the seed with themselves, but now I am the only one left. That is your ancestors' business, not yours. I'll find a way to make you leave. Leave? Where to go if we leave Bai City? Go to South America or go to Australia. We can go anywhere. You're the only family I have in this world. I can't lose you. But what will happen to Bai City? And you? What will happen to you? The loop won't stop, will it? Everyone will die. Everything in the shadow of the blood tree will be annihilated like it was in the blood tree plague 100 years ago. At that time, Jing sacrificed herself and let the blood tree sleep. But these are not your responsibilities. Do you remember what you said to me with your heart? You have not yet found your calling in life. That voice has not yet sounded. And what is the voice that I hear now, Uncle? What? No, your mission isn't self-sacrifice, it's living well. Uncle, didn't you let me choose my path? Why are you imposing your values on me again? What I said when I was a kid is valid even now. I won't leave you alone. But are you going to make me lose everything again? No, Uncle. You have the widest freedom, the kind I envy the most. In the wilderness of Australia and the ruins of South America. Anywhere in the world, go after the shining meteorites. Go and be yourself. I sincerely mean it now. Because of your existence, I want to protect here. Let's hook up and swear. I'll protect everything here. And you, go and make your dreams come true. This makes me very sad. Damn you, childhood friend curse. It strikes again. He is very sad. In the noise of the chaos, the building of the Institute collapsed. Bricks and rubbles all fell apart. But it seemed some invisible force was protecting me. I returned to the ground unharmed. So, are we ever gonna get the blue highlights explained, or is that never gonna be explained? And all the branches of the burning blood tree were quiet. Those bloody eyes were gone. Only the white flowers bloomed quietly, as if they are greeting me. I clearly saw Sue standing under the tree, smiling at me. Then, that figure disappeared. Meteorite Association Laboratory. Wow, 7 CP level meteorites recovered successfully. Well done, Little Mercury, for a mission well done. What reward do you want? I want to quit. Is it because of Tuizhi Bai? I've sent an investigation team to the location. However, Institute was in ruins and a luxuriant flower tree was blowing in the courtyard. Tuizhi Bai had disappeared, completely disappeared. Don't bother looking. I know where she is. Are you talking about that tree? Indeed, there are many such records in your civilization. People merge with nature, establish a covenant of the universe, and become divine beings. She's together with that land and will forever exist there. No. I don't want her to exist as a divine being. I'd rather have her laugh and walk in this world. Ah, by the way, her assistant, Miss named Daniel Lin, had disappeared too. And HOBA's executive director, Vulcan K, disappeared together. I will find them. That's the fighter who's full of passion, Little Mercury. By the way, do you want to go to Europe for a holiday first? Do you remember the meteorite crater in Nordlingen that you're interested in? There's a very interesting incident there. All the kids in that town disappeared. What is our connection with this missing persons case? Perhaps the diamonds and meteorites over there have magical powers that can make people disappear? Heh, actually, someone said they saw a man with purple eyes over there. Okay, send me the information. In the grey ocean of floating dreams, a dazzling lone star appeared. The light is extremely weak, but in the endless journey is that light that guides me forward. I will set out on a new journey. Because time burns all living beings, but what is valuable is not the ashes left after burning everything, but rather the memories of us who once joined hands, worked hard together, and warmed each other. We will meet eventually when the white flowers flourish. What? Has the research institute become a ruin? It's useless to retrieve it now. However, the ruins aren't they the ultimate destiny of all civilized wonders? What a pity we didn't get the final blood of the goddess. However, the one received is not particularly impressive. Go. Come on, don't you want to see the outside world? I'll take you there. What is happening? Go. I never lied to you. Wow, coming so soon? Oh. What's that guy from the beginning? I know, you're so unsatisfied. Indeed, we didn't get the top monster this time. But that seed wasn't wasted either. I intended to nurture the contradictions of humanity. Like blood sacrifices of my family for centuries, their greed and fear. But what I ultimately obtained was a small, love-deprived and withered heart of darkness. Wait, that bunny... Wait, that's... Is that Lin Danriel? Danriel, what a beautiful name with the meaning of pomegranate. How outrageous. Are you so unsatisfied? I've worked so hard for hundreds of years. Don't worry, the next one will be better. I've met someone very interesting. Perfect match to become the ultimate seed. I assure you, he will gaze into the abyss for a long time. Let's see if there's an actual difference or if this is a non-choice. The sky burns with disturbing stars. Beneath the feet are huge and ancient steps. Now there is a girl who has been crushed at the bottom of the pyramid. If I do nothing, that person will fall straight into darkness. I choose Hatsu, return to the ground. I choose give up the Bai City. I choose give all my hidden powers. Hatsu, live. This is no longer a dream, this is reality. A city and a person, I choose the latter. As you wish. Amidst the chaotic and noisy roar, the Institute's building collapsed. Bricks and pieces of rubble fall all around, but as if some invisible force is protecting me, I return to the ground unharmed. And the blood tree that seemed to be burning, like a huge creature full of life, those tentacles wrapped around every object, crushing everything. The ground full of black and red sludge. The sky a burning abyss. I can't watch anymore. I take Sue's hand and flee from there as fast as I can. Well done, little Mercury. All the CPU level meteorites were recovered without any problems. However, the power inside has already disappeared. You've been hiding secrets about this batch of meteorites and sending me to Bai Cheng. The president, you never had good intentions from the beginning. Did you know the land has to undergo a 7-fold transformation to become gold? Little Mercury, you still have a very long road to go. By the way, how's Sue now? The shock to her spirit was too great, and she is still sleeping. After you left, a massive earthquake swept through Baicheng, with the Research Institute as the center, causing over 100 buildings to collapse. Bai City has not caught up with the decades of economic development wave. Oh, some years ago there was an article called Escaping Your Hometown to Eventually Decay. Now, Bai City is irrevocably decaying. What is the significance of maintaining the prosperity of a city that requires blood sacrifices from generation to generation? Your idea is so dangerous, little Mercury. I'm not a partner in justice in any way. You might be. But, can one who has been looking back into the abyss be restored to his original state? Are you talking about yourself? How annoying. Don't expose my weaknesses. By the way, speaking of the abyss, do you remember that Nordlingen crater that you were interested in before? There's a very interesting event over there. All the children of that town have disappeared. What does this kind of disappearance have to do with us? Maybe the diamond meteorite over there has the magical power to make people disappear? It's actually, someone said that the man with purple eyes has been seen over there. Okay, send me the information. Is all this, Wilfred? In the gray ocean where dreams sink, The dazzling lone star appeared. The light was extremely faint, but I need this warm light by my side, because time burns all living beings, but what is valuable is not the ashes left after everything is burned, but the memories of us holding hands, working together, and warming each other up. It's no longer possible in this world to see such a beautiful, peaceful abundance of white flowers again. I will carry everything on my back and go on this long journey. As the research institute become a ruin, Zeus retrieve now, same thing. However, ruins aren't the ultimate destiny of all civilized wonders. What a pity we didn't get the final blood of the goddess. However, the one received is not particularly impressive. Okay, I guess there was no difference. The story, I think, is pretty straightforward. You got, in the past, you got Yinchen Bai going ahead and sacrificing herself to save Bai City. And then in the present day, we have Tuizhi Bai, who can either choose to sacrifice herself or, not sacrifice herself. But either way, Lin kind of just comes meat flour. I don't know what's up with that, but she just does. So I guess Vulcan K is just extremely evil, and we should never trust him. And that's basically, I think that's basically what's happening here. Aside from the kind of confusing technical stuff that got lost in translation, because this translation kind of sucks, I'd say pretty interesting. I just wish there was a better translation. And that is all I have to say about this. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.